Welcome to English Smarties, the place where you practice your English listening skills with captivating topics. Today, we're diving into the stages of culture shock, a common experience for anyone living abroad. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the process, but also get some tips to navigate it successfully. So, make sure to stick around. First comes the honeymoon stage, where everything feels new and exciting. You might find the cultural differences fascinating and feel like you're on an adventure. While it's a great time to enjoy your surroundings, remember that this feeling won't last forever. As you settle in, the reality of day-to-day life will start to set in. My advice here is to savor the excitement, but also prepare yourself mentally for what comes next. Next is the frustration stage. This can be the hardest part. Little things that seem charming at first may start to irritate you. Maybe it's the language barrier, or you struggle to adapt to social norms. Cultural misunderstandings can be frustrating. It's normal to feel homesick, lonely, or even anxious. But here's a tip: stay patient with yourself. Find ways to cope, like journaling your feelings, and try to talk to someone who's been through a similar experience. The good news is that things eventually improve, and you'll enter the adjustment stage. This is where you begin to settle into a routine and slowly adapt to the local culture. Maybe you've picked up a few words of the language, or you understand the social cues better. It's not perfect yet, but you start to feel more confident. My advice here: don't be afraid to ask questions and embrace the learning process. It's all part of growing. Finally, the acceptance stage. You start to feel at home in your new culture. The differences you once found strange are now just part of everyday life, and you're comfortable navigating your surroundings. This stage is about balance. You've found ways to merge your own cultural identity with your new one. This stage takes time, so be patient with yourself. Now, let's not forget about reverse culture shock. When you return to your home country after adapting to a new culture, it can be disorienting. You might feel out of place in your own culture, which can be surprising. It's all part of the process, though. The key here is to give yourself time to readjust and understand that it's normal to feel a bit off. So, how can you make culture shock a little easier to handle? Here are a few tips. Build a support system, whether that's with fellow expats, students, or locals. Having people to talk to can make all the difference. Practice self-care, exercise, get enough rest, and make time for hobbies you enjoy. And finally, keep an open mind. The more you embrace the differences, the easier it will be to adjust. Culture shock is tough, but it's also a time of incredible personal growth. Navigating these stages will help you develop resilience, self-awareness, and a deeper appreciation for the world's diversity. If you found this video helpful, be sure to come back for more. And remember, stay curious.